Hey, what's up everybody? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and today I'm going to do a couple more, actually not a couple more, just one more Spider-Man related review. This is a viewer requested figure. This is Sandman. Actually, it's a really nice figure. I didn't think I was going to like it that much, but I don't have any complaints really. The only complaint I have is something that's not included in the package, so I don't know if you can even really count that. Let's go ahead and get started. He stands at just over 7 inches tall, so great size to the figure. He's got really nice shape to the character. Not too lanky, not too bubbly like in the shoulders or anything. He looks very natural, you know. Everything looks pretty realistic on him. Pretty cool looking character. Pretty cool looking version of him in plastic. The head sculpt is really nice. Get in there nice and tight so you can see. The sculpting is just great. The paintwork matches the sculpting just about as well as it can. Like I said, I really don't have any complaints about this guy. I'm very happy to have him in the collection. I guess the only problem with the paintwork is really the neck. It could look a lot better. It's got some weird colored veins on there again, which we've seen before on Juggernaut and Wolverine. But other than that, it looks really great. He's got some texturing in the hair. The whole outfit, the whole body, other than his face, is textured as well. As you can see, he looks like he's made of sand. Even his shoes have it on there. Not as much, but still. Really, really nice sculpt work on this guy, like I said. If he didn't have the sand texturing, he'd be absolutely great for a base figure for customizing. He's got great proportions and great articulation. Let's talk about the articulation before we move on to the accessories. The head is on a standard neck joint. It's got the disc in there and then the swivel on top of the disc. My head's actually, the neck joint broke on mine. The peg broke in half. I have a replacement one, half of a body, that I have to swap the neck peg on, but I'll be doing that eventually. So standard neck articulation, standard shoulder ball joint. Great range of motion. Everything works perfectly. It's ratcheted. Great motion there. The bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and the forearm rotation, which is the same on both sides, and we'll get into the extremities separately in just a minute. He's got an ab crunch in here. Works very well. Good range of motion. Looks pretty natural no matter how you do it, so I like that. He has a waist twist built into like the seam of the belt. If you didn't use it, you really can't even tell it's there due to the texturing and the sculpt work. So that's a really nice feature, I think. The belt could be painted a little better. It's not really black. It's got a lot of the green on it still, so it doesn't look great. But other than that, it's just about fine. You can see the belt loops there and the buckle. Everything's really good there. The legs have the good kind of hip ball joint, the forward, back, side to side. A little bit limited in the motion there, but he's not going to be doing all kinds of crazy poses probably, so that's just fine by me. He's got the thigh swivel built into the ball joint there, double jointed knees, ankle pivot like normal. He's got an ankle rocker as well, and a toe joint. Of course, the ankle joints are pretty well hidden into the pants. There are still pegs that stick out, but overall, it is very nicely done. Now let's move on to the extremities. Like I said, he's got the swivel there for all of them because they pop off. We'll just go ahead and pop them off and go through all of them. First we have the axe, sculpted very well. Great looking piece. I use this as one of my default pieces. It's not bendable, by the way. It's solid, rubbery plastic vinyl, but it still is pretty nice. He's got the standard hand, which is, well, it's a big one obviously, and it only has 3 fingers, but it's the most human-like piece of them all. It does close a little bit. Not the most effective joint there, but it does work. He also has the mace attachment. This is also a good one. I wish it wasn't so curved because it kind of looks bad on the figure, but it is a pretty nice piece. It's sculpted really well. Lots of great detail on there. And finally, he has the chip clip hand, which is pretty cool. I like that they bothered to put the spring in there. But the clip part that they left on there so you could use it, I don't like that. It looks pretty goofy. They might as well, I think they could have sculpted just a lot smaller of one. It's all textured, so you still would have been able to open it just fine. But it is there, and it closes nicely. And does it move there? Okay, it doesn't move there. I thought it did, but it doesn't. So no more articulation on any of those other than the chip clip and the hand. I'm pretty sure that's all he came with. I didn't buy this guy new, but I've never seen any other pieces. so I can't really comment on that. And that goes to the one complaint that I mentioned earlier about the parts that aren't included. I wish he had just some regular shaped hands that came with him. I think that would have been a great addition, because I don't know, personally I would rather have him standing there with his regular hands, or maybe one regular hand and one morphed hand, however you want to say that. But it's not there, so I can't really do that. But like I said, that's just something that it could have come with, but it didn't, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. He's still a great figure otherwise, and I definitely recommend you pick it up if you're a Spider-Man fan. He's a must-have figure. One of the best Spider-Man villain figures, I think. He's not the best villain, but the figure itself is just really, really nice. So go get it if you can. Thanks for watching. I got one more review coming today, so look out for that. Hoping to get those customs done in the next day or two, so keep an eye out for those as well. And in the meantime, keep collecting.